All right, good afternoon, everybody. JT back with you in the studio. Little different deal. It's Thursday afternoon. It is Studio 10-4 live, but it is Big Rigs Custom and Chrome with Chad and Steve waiting in the wings here to come in case you guys haven't seen the updates that we've been sharing all morning, and I would imagine how could you have missed them? There were so many, but we have a brand new show that we're going to bring to you. And I was trying to get something here on my phone because I have some other news I wanted to share before we bring the guys in. Our first inaugural show of Big Rigs Custom and Chrome with Chad and Steve, Chad Violet, Steve Mitchell, is going to feature Cody McCandless. And Cody's going to be talking to the guys, hopefully, as long as we can get him in the studio working correctly. And I'm sure they have a conversation plotted out where we're going to go and where we're going to take things. But want to share with you what we're doing. We're trying to accomplish something that hasn't been done by any of our peers, competitors, whoever you want to consider out there. We are building a network, and it is Studio 10-4 Live, the network. We are looking for talent. If you feel that you have a show worthy of a spot, let me know about it. I'd like to hear what it is. If you've done something already, that's okay too. I'd like to see what you have. I'd like to see what you think you might want to do, what it could be. Informative, entertaining, fun. I mean, you've seen what we do here, what I do. We're going to have a different version today of what it is and what it's like. You guys let me know what you got out there. Maybe you're a suggestive person, somebody you think you know should probably talk to me. Be that person. Let's network. When I say the network and building the network, I mean all aspects of building a network. We want to be able to help each other. We want to be able to give each other business referrals, help each other in times of need. I get calls all the time from guys. Do you know somebody that can tow me from here or fix me there, or whatever the need might be? And I tell you, I do. I take a lot of pleasure in being able to help you guys and make it happen. Want to make sure that we grow the network so everybody else feels like that too. Think of it this way. We used to have a network out there on the road. It was called the CB network. It was the Channel 19, talk network. Everybody used to share information. They used to talk to one another, whether it was to get guys fired up in the overnight and keep them awake or give directions or anything that was helpful throughout the day, the week, the month to get guys where they needed to go. You guys used to talk all the time on the radio. I'm a big proponent of bringing that back. We're going to do that here with Studio 10-4 Live and the Studio 10-4 Live network. All right, listen, Dennis, I want to say howdy to you. As cheerful as I hope that I can be, and I will do my best, some just unbelievably tragic news in the motorsport world today. If you are part of the NASCAR family, our condolences go out to you. Those of you that are fans individually of this driver or of NASCAR as a whole. Kyle Busch, 41 years old, gone. And I just am absolutely floored. I guys to me like that, look, I don't put him on a pedestal, but man, this guy was at the peak of his world, his career, his everything. 41 years old, goes into the hospital 3 days ago, and he is no longer with us. No further information is being shared yet, so I'm sure there's a lot of questions that need to be answered in the Busch family and the NASCAR family. The motorsport family as a whole, we are a big part of that, truckers. We are. The way those guys get from every track, by truck. And I am sure that our drivers and operators out there are all feeling this right now, and our condolences from 10-4 Magazine and the Studio 10-4 Live Network go out to you. Cody, we got you back in the screen, so that's good. I will bring my show guys in. Chad and Steve, how are you guys?
Hey, we're good.
Good deal.
We're cooking here in the heat.
I'm hoping you guys got air where you're sitting.
No. We do not.
No.
No?
I don't think there's no air on the property.
Nope. No
Oh,
air
no
here.
kidding.
No.
So this brings a whole nother dimension to what you do down there. So in that shop that you guys are working in, it's 115 degrees outside. There's no air in there.
And we are at the highest peak inside of this facility. We're on the highest floor, would be the 4th floor. We're right against the rafters up in the top of the building.
Yeah,
I hope you guys got a lot of water or something, and stay hydrated and don't stroke out on me, okay?
That's why we got these recliners. We can kind of rest, we can kick back, we can invert ourselves if we have to.
Okay. I did not know that. I mean, the shop that I was a part of a couple years ago, we had heat in the winter, and not like central, but spot heaters throughout the shop. And they do the same with cooling it during the summer months because it does get hot, but not like you guys, man. Not at all like you guys. So, well, I did not know that. So you guys will drop 5 pounds or so today during the show and rehydrate and get it back on, or what?
We need somebody to grab those big palm leaves and sit here and fan us.
Well, nice. The palms and peel grapes. Are we going to maybe margarita? Get a margarita machine right underneath that monitor, and I think you guys that would be cool.
I think we're going to have to check the budget.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We might need some sponsorship.
We'll work on getting it, and that brings up a great opportunity too, folks. If anybody is out there that is a business owner, has a service, and wants to become a part of the Studio 10-4 Live Network, Big Rigs Custom and Chrome, the weekly update, the morning drive, whatever we have out there going on so far, get a hold of me and we will talk. And let's get you sponsoring some shows. That way these guys can have some ice water, maybe some margaritas, maybe something else, just really cool to cool them off and keep them hydrated. Excuse me. I have Cody McCandless. Cody, can we hear you? Cody, can we hear you? No, sir.
Pretty garbled up.
Pretty garbled up there, Cody. Keep working it, buddy. Don't give up. Keep working it. Where's Cody at today, guys? Do you know?
Cody's in his shop. It looks like there, Kansas City. Pickett Customs.
Good.
The new venture for him. Hopefully, we're gonna get some information about that here today. As soon as we get him up and running here, looks like he's got some new technology there. I see a mic on his shirt. So he's just a truck builder. He's not a film student or anything like that. So he doesn't know how this works.
Okay, Cody, give me nods for a yes. No, it's not working. Give me a nod for a yes or a nod for a no when I ask you a question. Is that a wireless mic that's paired to your phone? Are you on your phone or your laptop or some other device? You're on your phone? It's almost working there. You're almost
working.
Guys,
hey, now we hear something.
Now we hear you.
It kind of went away again, but we had you for a minute.
Don't know why.
Well, we can hear you now.
We can hear you now.
I'm gonna let you guys run with it here. And listen, folks, too. This is our first one. Any bugs we have, we're gonna work through them. We'll do the best we can today. You guys hang with us. Show number 2, trust me, we'll have everything fixed and working on our end. If it needs to be, it's on our end, and we'll try to make sure our guests are in there too. I'll be on the side, guys.
How we doing, Cody? Can you hear us?
Well, we can kind of hear you. You sound like you're slightly disabled.
No.
I don't know if it's feeding between 2 different devices, or it's like it if you were on a CB, it sounds like you're on a sideband. You're like half channel off.
All right, I'm back in, guys. I would make a recommendation here, Cody. If you can operate that link on your phone, I would do that. Shut down the other device, and we'll bring you back in. And let's just use your phone and see if we can't get it to work that way. Okay.
On my way.
And we'll try it with that mic that you have. I see you wearing. Maybe that can pair to your phone. If it does, great. If not, just let's use your phone and we'll get through this. Okay. While he's doing that, guys, you guys know enough about what's going on over there. So this is a brand new venture, brand new shop. I did not know that. So he's no longer at Kansas City, Pete?
Correct. Yeah, he's been on his own now for what, probably a month, close to a month.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, 6 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, basically right after Matt's.
Wow.
Yep, went on his own. Got a whole new venture going. We spoke with him 3 weeks ago.
Yes,
and seems like he's got a pretty good deal going there. And from what I'm seeing on Facebook, he it looks like he's staying pretty busy too. Hopefully, we'll get some information about that. I seen he had quite a few trucks in his shop.
Looks like it. Yeah, it looks like he's got some stuff in there, man. I'll tell you, mad respect, man. Big cojones right now if you're out there just starting out, right?
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
it's,
for sure. Yeah.
Not a great time in the world right now. So,
well, hey, anytime you start a new business, I'll tell you, it's an exciting time. The deal is to carry it and get it, to feed you and take care of your family. It's not, if it was so easy to be done, everybody would do it. And we all know, you guys know, it's not that easy. So, like I said, mad respect to them. How things going with you guys now that you're back in the saddle, back in Zona, and off the road for a little bit?
Being on the road kind of gets in the way. We're so busy here in the shop. We went to Trucking for Kids and had a fantastic time, but just being gone for technically 3 business days, 2 business days, it's heavy trying to get back in the swing of things and get caught back up to it. It usually takes us a week, 10 days to get back to where we were before we left. So,
well, here's our guy. Let's bring him in and let's see if we got him now. Cody, how about you, buddy? We got you?
Maybe.
Hey. All right. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is if you take your phone and rotate it, then we'll get the full view. There you go.
All right.
All right. You guys have fun. I'm on the side. You need anything, just give me a shout.
Cool.
We got you now, buddy.
Oh man, about time, boy. I tell you what, technology.
It works great sometimes.
It's good when it works.
Yeah, if I could get one of my kids to teach me how, it'd probably be easier.
Definitely.
How you guys been?
Good. Looks like you're doing really well. Your shop's busy and trucks are all lined up and everything's looking good.
Yeah, no, we're doing great. We're about a month into it today, actually, or yesterday. We were a month into it, and we've completed some work and got some coming in, and we're having a lot of fun.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I know we did this once before. Nobody had seen it. It never made it to the public, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it again since you're our first official guest, and we're gonna give you the full package here. So I guess let's get started by finding out who you are. Like how did you get into this industry in the first place? Where did this come from?
Oh, my father's. So my stepfather was a driver and my dad was a fleet manager. And I grew up around these trucks. And if you wanted to spend any time with dad, you had to get in one or go out to the shop and be around it. So that led my whole childhood. And whenever I become of age, I said, I ain't gonna do anything with these trucks. I hated them. And I went to go be I went to work construction and do iron work. And that's where I got my fabricating skills, was a local union down in Houston, Texas. We did structural iron and a lot of tower crane erection and things like that. That's when I found out the truck drivers was making just as much money as me monkeying around on the crane. So I thought get in one and drive one would be a better career option. It did till I started having kids, and then I started turning wrenches, I guess about 8-9 years ago.
It's funny how that happens. You start having kids and you get a family going, and then being gone ain't so great anymore.
No, it sure wasn't.
So
Were you doing wrench work down there in Houston, or did you move back up to Kansas City?
I was back up in Kansas City. My truck driving career had led me back up here. I drove for a company called Sports Associated, and later turned into Group One, where we hauled motorcycle transport primarily around the country. Yamaha, Harley Davidson, Suzuki, those type of show corporate haulers is what we did. And I drove the Yamaha truck for a few years. When I quit my truck driving career, I just went into that company and told them I needed to find a local job and then be home with the kids. And they actually gave me the opportunity to go out and work in their shop and learn how to work on their trailers and some of their custom trucks there through their fleet.
nice.
Yeah, that's very cool. Nice that they have an opportunity to open the door for you to at least stay in house.
Yeah, that was an absolute blessing.
So how do you transfer out of that and get into the more of the custom role?
Man, I think it was following my passion and my heart and just where I wanted to go with it. That company got bought out by a large company that owned 22 other trucking companies, the Dasky Corporation, and they weren't really in tune with wanting to add to the customization of their fleet. So knowing that that's what I wanted to do, I went to Kansas City. Peterbilt was a choice I made here to go build with Clint Moore and those guys over there. And that's where I've been for the last 6 years, doing things for him and a few builds of my own. And just one truck after the next just kept getting a little better and a little better. And my confidence got to where I wanted to be. And it's very, very, very hard to do custom style work the way that I'm doing it in a dealership. So that led to the development of Trick Pony Customs. Like I said, this is our first month in the shop. We'll open the doors up April 15th, I think. And we're creating history now.
So what mainly do you guys do at your shop? I mean, I'm assuming you're probably pretty full service, but where are you trying to go with what you're doing?
So I'm hoping this to be more of a destination than just your old truck shop, a place that you want to come to and hang out. We've got a cool showroom up front. We've been doing some painting and remodeling on, and just kind of a nice area to hang out. We've got a large shop. I can get 6 bobtails in the main part, or tractor trailer and 4 or 5 bobtails in here. But you're right on the full service. If you've paid attention to my social medias at all, I kind of a one-stop shop, from the lighting to full polishing to heavy fab, outside the box ideas. We got some investments we're looking at, a laser table and things like that to maybe help benefit us in some of our parts building. And from the ground up, we're going to grow. Just like also here in this building, I have a print company that can help do some step box graphics and things like that. But
Awesome. Kind of lost my train of thought there for a minute.
Gather it back.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in here, man. I got to ask Cody, where the hell did you
Yes,
get
sir.
that Waylon Jennings baritone voice, man?
It's been like that since I was probably 14.
Holy crap, man. Waylon Jennings, be proud of you, son.
Well, I appreciate that. I probably would have had a better job on the radio than what I got doing this, but I can't figure out all the technology.
Well, I ain't going to say you got a face for radio, but you got a voice for it, let me tell you.
I didn't say TV.
All right, you guys, I'll let you go back, man. Anytime you guys have something going on, I've got some pictures, and your company logo and some other things in the background too. So got stuff for you.
Cool.
So give us a little bit of background on the name. Where did you come up with? What's the meaning behind that?
So whenever I was building this truck behind me, we were trying to name it, and I had a comment made to me a few years ago that it just stuck with me. And we'll get to that in a minute. But the owner, Josh Baker and Paige, they wanted to name this truck Dark Horse. And once I got about halfway through it, he came in and I was like, I don't know about Dark Horse. Kind of looks like a trick pony to me. And it wouldn't stick. They were sentimental to the name. So I was fine with that. But the reason being is that my other build that I had done last year, I was told that I was just a one-trick pony. So kind of a little chip on my shoulder as I move about life, and I just figured what a fitting name. I am the Trick Pony. So Trick Pony Customs is how that came about.
Very cool. I think John's got a picture of the white truck that was kind of the first one that where lightning struck first, the first time.
It really was. I've built some cool rides around that are kind of, sometimes I think they might be neater than the crown jewel, but they go to work and they never were presented the way that Eddie and his crew at Laco let me present that truck. And each time we got a hold of it, it was something more extravagant. And it's sitting here with its hood open behind me because it's not done. We're going to do some more to it, but a huge blessing to Eddie and Laco and his wife Tisha for allowing me to take that truck as far as I did. That was just supposed to be a work truck for one of his drivers, and it just kept one thing led to the other, and it definitely was the attention getter. I would say that I gained a lot of traction in the industry by working on that truck.
Is it fair to say that that's probably the most overall complete truck that you've built? For every nut and bolt and everything that you've gone through with it?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, that by the time I'm done with this next portion of it, the only thing left I could have done was take frame rails out of it.
That's incredible. And you had an opportunity to win an invite with the crown jewel and was invited to the show in Atlanta, the Nationals.
Yeah, that was extremely exciting time last year. So we debuted that truck at Louisville last year, and I had intentions of showing it as a new truck, and then we ended up at unlimited mileage, which was good for us, and kind of got our feet wet with what the expectations were in that class. And we decided that that was something we wanted to achieve early on in the year, so we brought it back home. And that's whenever I shaved the frame and closed the rear end of it up, tore the deck plate back off, and shaved the rails down to a nice polish instead of the ribbed rails from Merritt. And took the hood off and skinned the inside of the hood and continued to stripe through it. And we went to Miami, Oklahoma, in that Star Stripes and White Lines by Bennett Transportation. Their circuit, so to speak, they have qualifiers throughout the country. They choose some participants to go, and we were pretty excited to get chosen for that. The limited mileage bobtails 12 class of 12, and to be chosen for that was an honor in itself. To go down to Atlanta, Echo Park Speedway, and to show inside the speedway was pretty neat and intense. It definitely brought truck show to a different level.
Oh, it's definitely intense, and that's where I first met you was in Atlanta. I was part of the judging team that actually came around and or the group, I guess I should say, that judged your truck down there, and their whole procedure that they go through with the judging is pretty wild. They give you like 15 minutes to wipe down, and then 15 minutes to get ready to present, and then you get 30 minutes to be judged, which you have 10 minutes to talk about your vehicle, and then 20 minutes to let the judges basically just pick it apart, every nut, bolt, scratch, everywhere. And those guys would have wrenches out if they could to check inside and out of everything. And it's crazy, man. I wouldn't have wanted to have been in your shoes in that situation, because it's intense just watching it. I can't imagine actually being judged. And you presented the truck yourself, so you had to deal with it all.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it more than anything. I think on the other side of it, it would be hard to be a judge. It'd be hard to be yourself and Jamie and those guys, because the community that we have, it's like, man, I don't really want to pick this guy's truck apart, but you've got 12 of the baddest trucks down that line. What I really liked about that is your judging sheet, when it's over, in your packet, you get pictures, and those pictures that were taken really set things for me. It's like, if you're going to build to that level, then it really addressed a few things.
Yeah, we actually have one of your judges on listening to the show right now. I see we got Randy commented there. He's watching us, so he was one of them that did pick it apart.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also a very respected builder too. I mean, in the industry.
That was probably my most nervousness of it all, was that you're judged by 5 of the most respected builders in the industry, and you hope that not have you just built and cleaned a really neat truck. But for myself, I've been showing the trucks with the owners, so for me it means something, but I'm really there for Eddie and his family, and to make sure that their investment is presented in the highest I can possibly do it. So there's that pressure on the background too. It's like, man, what are they going to find? What are they looking for? And to not have ever built anything to that caliber, it was definitely high anxiety week for sure.
Oh, I can only imagine. I mean, your judges were pretty much like a dream team of people almost. I mean, you had Jamie and Randy from J&L, Never Satisfied Builds. You had Chad Berry, Adam Johnson, both of them very respected builders, and kind of one of our teammates, Kevin Pickett here, who I can tell you from personal experience is the most OCD guy in the world. If it's 1 millimeter out of place, you're going to know about it. And I'm sure you got all the pictures to prove that. So,
Yeah, whenever I got the picture of the unpainted fuel tank bolt, I was like, whew, man, you're really cutting straws here on me, man.
and they had to after looking at some of those trucks. I mean, there were
Yeah.
2 or 3 of them there that, man, it was right down to individual points. It was very serious.
Yeah.
And
it just pushes you to go further. You can take it one or two ways. Like, oh god dang it, he picked my truck apart and I don't like it. But I took it as well, my next one's going to be really good.
Right now, to look for all those things. I mean, we're kind of running into that ourselves here after taking the Alfalfa Cruiser to Matt's and then to Trucking for Kids, but especially at Matt's. We thought we had all our bases covered, and then you get there and you see 10 other trucks where they went to completely not just the next level, but levels above where you thought was awesome on certain details, and you're going, well, why didn't I think of that? Holy crap! It's not like it's my first time. How would we miss this? So once you start doing that and looking at all the different stuff, I mean, it just keeps taking it one level up every single show. And with as many shows as there are nowadays, it doesn't take long before the bar is raised so high that it's just unobtainable.
Well, I think the fun of it is everybody says, like 379, 389. It's we've seen it all. Everything's been done. But you have, especially this year at Matt's, you see these top-notch builds, from Randy and his crew, and then the guys over at Sands. When you say, I don't think anything can be done any better or greater, and then you're getting hit with all these new trucks that are getting revealed at Matt's, and it bumps it to another level.
Mm-hmm.
And and then it begs the question again, when does it stop? And then it's like, we'll see next year.
Yeah, it's creativity and time and
Yeah.
money. That's all.
Right.
That's all it is. And we're just going to keep pushing those boundaries. And the more we get these, even newer builders or more equipment out there, we just go farther with it. So, and Cody's a prime example. Now he's the new kid on the block as far as shops go, and so he's going to be looking to push his abilities to the next level and hire up whatever he could do. It sounds like he's already getting a laser. So,
well, I can probably speak for Cody. I don't think we've seen the tip of the iceberg on what Cody can come up with.
I believe it. Well, I see John put the dark horse up here on the screen. Cody, why don't you run us down on that? Because I know you got a lot of really trick things going on that truck that just from the picture you can't even see them.
Oh yeah, that 589 is cool, man. So that's my business partners, Josh Baker and Paige's truck, and he hit me at the end of the year, December, with a idea of doing a really one-off 589, and it was wanting to do that something pretty cool. He gave me like 3 things: a stripe you can't see, wheels no one has, and then those Chino stacks. Thank you for those, Pickett's Custom Chrome Shop, because you're the only people in North America that had those.
You're welcome, buddy.
And so it did. Clint helped me with a Winslow stripe pattern, and we painted it in a ghost and flipped it upside down. It was pretty neat. That truck overall, to start with, I didn't know that it was obtainable. And because it was obtainable, the shop opened, really. 90-day build, about 80 days into that truck total, from it being just a stock unit off of Peterbilt's yard to a full-blown custom truck. And we did I worked with Jeff at 12 gauge on this, and tremendous guys up there. He helped shorten my boxes up so I could get some wide cowls on. And then we did the 4-piece grill surround, put 379 single square headlights on, shaved, and then we've got a one-off deck plate. Justin Kendrick down at Mobile's Truck Repair did the cut on those wheels, and they're a directional cut. I think Pickett might be the only directional guy from 20 years ago, but they're pretty cool. Those are true Alcoas that are cut one-off. And like the other styles of a few of my builds on the limited side, I go ahead and shave the frame, tuck the rear end up real nice, and it's got a 111 weld shop, Storm. I worked with him a lot on the visor, mirror arms, and our handmade pieces. We go back to Atlanta, and one thing that, if you guys are planning on going there, I'll tell you, check the top of your frame rails, or make tops of your frame rails where they're invisible. And that's what we did on the Dark Horse. There was some pictures taken way up over the top, so on Crown Jewel. So Dark Horse, with anticipation of requalifying, I've skinned the bottom of the cab and the sleeper with pieces of aluminum painted in gold, and then trimmed out with the stainless to cover the frame up and to mimic the outside cowl panels. Upside down fuel tank brackets. I mean, for a 90-day build, this thing got hit from nose to tail. It's got Justin's Mobile Truck Repair front air ride, 12 gauge bumper. She was right for flight.
It looks like it. Looks like we got a comment from my dad of all people on the screen here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's true. I mean, with the tooling available nowadays, the cost entry level and the ease of using it, it's super easy to get the right stuff and make good looking professional stuff nowadays. I mean, I know when I did my machining apprenticeship, which was almost 20 years ago now, you had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get equipment, and then it was, you know, just to buy the CAD software was 10 to 15,000 a year, just to use it, not even to get the software. And so it was just unobtainable for the individual person, where nowadays you can get equipment pretty reasonable and get software for free that works with everything. So it's a whole new world out there, especially for truck builders.
Well, and it takes a lot of it makes the process a lot quicker, a lot faster. You're not doing everything by hand and cutting, and you can just put something in a laser table and walk away and keep working on something else. Yep. And then come back. The only thing it's not doing is just welding itself and bending it by itself. I mean, who knows by, you know.
Well, that technology is there. Most people don't have it.
Yes.
but it's there. They have those machines.
Yeah.
So, and I bet Cody's going to have some pretty soon by the looks of things.
It looks like he's loading up.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have some cool tools around here. I'm scheming on for sure. There is a vast amount of good equipment out there for even the DIYer, the guy in his barn trying to build something. I mean, there's a lot of cool tools out there, and I think that's where the game is changing so much. That never satisfied build out of the ordinary just really set a bar high. And I think you're going to continue seeing a lot of guys doing that. And it takes tooling tooling. Most everything I've built now has been with an angle grinder and a hammer.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just time. That's all it is. Yep. You get the same outcome. Just takes more time, and it's harder to bill that time out. But I know you mentioned the never satisfied guys. We stopped at their shop on the way to Matt's to lay over, and they were very kind enough to bring us in and let us go through the whole shop and see their build and all their equipment and stuff like that. And that truck was nowhere near assembled when we were there, and that was maybe 3 days before they had to be at Matt's.
It was funny. We walked out, and when we were heading to go get dinner and go to the hotel, and I think everything was good. And then once we got in the truck, that's when everybody was talking over each other. Oh, don't ever make it. Don't never make it. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. That truck was definitely not what you seen at Matt's and in the pictures when we seen it. It was those boys did not sleep. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So.
Hey, Cody, do you mind if we take a little break and kind of spin things around a little bit? And let's jump into something.
Go for it. Chad's got some ideas here.
We got 20 questions with Cody. Steve and I got some questions here. All right. It can be anything. Yeah, you better get comfortable.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, you're in the hot seat or penalty box, whichever one you want to call it. First question, what is your favorite truck, make, and model?
Oof. It'd have to be a 379 Pete, bright green with a Vero wing on top.
I like your style.
Ah, nice.
I wish more people would bring that back.
Yes.
I thought those wings were pretty cool.
Yeah.
What is your most favorite place that you've ever traveled?
And
it can be like on a vacation. It doesn't have to be like truck related or work related or wherever.
I tell you what, probably one of my going out west has always been a favorite of mine, but there's a spot up in Oregon, Multnomah Falls, my wife and I stopped at, and that's a pretty core memory. That's a neat one if you ever get up that way. Second largest waterfall in North America.
Oh, good to know.
I've never heard of it
before.
Yeah.
See, that's what this is about.
There we go. All right. Question 3. What is your favorite or preferred exhaust size? 5, 6, 7, or 8?
Eesh. Man, that's a tough question because it just depends on what we're doing. I would say 6s would be my preferred. if we're doing guards, 7s, no guards. 8s, I'm not interested in that much.
They're getting a little overplayed.
A little bit,
I
yeah.
can agree there.
Yeah.
Randy jumped in here with a favorite tattoo and why. There's one we didn't think about.
Okay. My favorite tattoo and why would probably be on this arm here, this time clock. When this arm's finished, it says "Time waits for no man." It's got one when my stepfather passed away, and got a little dude stuck in it for the time. But the one here on the front, I got clean in January 16th of 2009, and that's tattooed on my arm. That's probably my most meaningful one.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Let's see here. I don't know where we're at on the list here. Oh, here's one. How do you like your steak? Rare, medium, shoe leather, burnt to a crisp by the looks of it.
Medium rare.
Perfect.
Still mooing, but just kind of laying there.
Warmed up.
Yeah.
A little bit beat up, but still eatable.
Who is the most famous person that you have ever met?
Besides Chad.
Stop it.
I was gonna say, I mean, I wasn't nervous in Atlanta till I met Steve.
Oh, there you go.
Whatever.
You came 15 minutes earlier than Kevin, and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" I didn't know he was going to be here too.
I had to warm you up. That was why they sent me in there.
We were Cody and I was out in the parking lot the day before, and we were talking, and he just came through the truck wash line, and I got my truck washed, and Cody and I were sitting there talking, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I think it's going to be good," and he goes, I don't want to know who the judges were, and I said, "Well, of course you'll have the Picketts and Steve and that," and it just, you see the color drain out of his face. He's like, "Come on." And I said, "Well, there's a lot of classes." He goes, "And they're going to be in mine."
Well, it wouldn't have mattered which class you were in, because the people that they had there judging was probably the most incredible gathering of custom truck builders in the world, hands down, or people involved with custom trucks, not even just builders. I mean, I was honored just to be in the room, like indirectly involved, because it's the who's who of anybody was in there, and Evan did a fantastic job of bringing all those people together. And we'll definitely get Evan on the show here coming up to talk about that. But it was incredible. It wouldn't have mattered who judged you.
Yeah.
It would have been 5 of the most amazing people that you've ever met.
Yep, absolutely.
So all right, spin off of that a little bit here. As a driver, which you said you were, do you prefer local, regional, or long haul over the road work?
Over the road work.
Yeah,
That was all I ever did, and whenever I was driving, and man, I sure do miss it. I'd like to get in one of these, but I didn't have no nice trucks I built like this whenever I was driving. It'd be nice to take one of these out west.
Yeah, but do you find, I mean, this is just my take from all this. You drive those nice trucks and you're so worried about screwing them up, and they're so impractical most of the time that it almost takes away from the driving. I think the enjoyment of the physical driving.
You're not wrong about that. The 2 times when we showed the Crown Jewel at Louisville last year, I drove it there, and then whenever we went down to Miami, I drove it, and it got so much done to it now that I get nervous to drive it. So we trailer it to the shows now.
We're very familiar with that.
Your alfalfa cruiser is so low and long that, man, you really got to plan what you're doing with that thing.
Yeah, we've had multiple people ask us if we're going to take it on the track in Atlanta, and I almost have to say no. I don't know if that thing is even safe to operate on the track, just for fear that, one, it's like 3 inches off the ground at ride height, and 2, I'm afraid if we hit a bump, it's going to spin out on us and flip around, and we're going to put it in the wall.
I think we would hold up track time for about an hour just while we motor around it like 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, we're in first gear. I don't know if it even comes out of first gear.
Oh, don't be embarrassed by it. We took the crown jewel just on the apron last year. Eddie was itching to take it around the track, and I was like, "You have work trucks out there you can do that with."
Yeah, you get so much money into them, it's not worth risking tearing them up just by doing stunts like that.
Well, CJ had this W9.
His
and
hood
the
came open.
Hood came open. I think he said he was at what 70, 80 mile an hour, and the hood just came open on him.
Yeah, that's insane.
That'd be a great feeling.
That is insane.
I'd be terrified.
Yeah, I had the hood open on me leaving Trucking for Kids, hauling the Alfalfa Cruiser, not the Alfalfa hood, but the toter truck. The hood came open on me. Nobody thought to think about whether it was tied down or not after the truck got washed. And I made it about 10 miles down the road and hit the Jakes at about 60, and the hood just flipped open on me. So that was exciting.
That's a fun feeling.
Yeah, it was. What is you probably kind of touched on this before, but who's been your biggest influence in your life? And it can be professionally or non-professionally.
My dad really pushed me to where I'm at. I wish he was still around to see what we're doing now, but I would say that is my dad and my stepdad were the two most instrumental men in my entire life.
Well, sorry about your loss. I know your old man passed just right before Matt's.
Yeah, the week before Louisville.
I think that goes for a lot of us.
Yeah, I spent a good portion of my younger life trying not to do what they said, and eventually it all come to what they were saying made sense.
I think that's usually the way it goes. Yeah.
Yep. The older we get, the smarter they were.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Chevy, Dodge, or Ford?
Ford. It's oval, man. Stay loyal.
We should ask that question first. This has been a quicker interview.
Yeah, we'd have been done a long time ago. we could have just shut it off.
Yeah, we could have. We'd have brought John back in and said, "Okay, we got 45 minutes to talk."
Oh man,
feeling the love, ain't you?
Yeah, I knew I'd get on your bad side one of these days.
What has been your favorite modification that you've done on a truck so far?
Eddie's motor. That was my first time to pull and paint a motor, and to get it out as a whole new beast. That was my favorite thing to do, and there's so much more different that I want to do on the next one. But that was a really fun project.
Very cool.
I'm gonna tweak this next question a little bit since we're
Go for
getting a little low on time here. But if you could build a bucket list truck, I mean, somebody came to you, they said, money's no object, every part in the world is available to you, what would be your absolute favorite build if you could build something one-off for yourself, truck-wise?
Probably about a 300-inch wheelbase W900B, early 80s, if possible.
Motor?
Yeah. I almost put a Detroit in an old one like that, but you just see 15.
Fords and Detroit.
Fords and did he say that? Steve, did you hear him? He said Detroit and Ford.
He said Detroit and Ford. I just wanted to see if you guys. I just wanted to see if you guys would squeal.
Didn't you tell him that money was no object?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, I'd take that motor out of CJ's Dixieland Delight and put in anything. Gosh dang, that thing's pristine.
Yeah, that is a nice truck. You mentioned Detroit's old Detroit. Are you talking like an 8V, or are we talking Series 60? What are we talking about here?
The Series 60s.
Nice.
My dad had one in his truck, and just something about the way that it ran.
Hey, once you're a Detroit guy, apparently that's the way to go. But
Mhm.
it takes a lot to become a Detroit guy, I think.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a cat guy.
I don't know that I would call myself a Detroit guy. I would just that's the only Detroit truck I know of other than Eddie Homefield's got a green Pete with a Detroit in it. But yeah, I know if I was building a sentimental piece for me to own, it'd have to have Dad's old 60 Series Detroit in it.
Well, at least he didn't say N14.
Yeah, that's true. That's
He
true. Could've
redeemed
been
himself.
worse.
You
Could've
did
been
good,
worse.
Cody. Let's see. Let's kind of jump through here. Pick your top 2 out of these: Mack Freightliner, Marmon, Autocar, or Diamond Rio.
Marmon Autocar.
Nice.
There you go.
He's redeeming himself, one question at a time.
There's a guy that runs around here local that's still running an old Marmon. I'd like to get my hands on that thing.
You don't see those very often.
No.
Especially, I mean, on the East Coast, you might catch one, but in the West, you definitely never see anything like that.
I just see him cruise through town about 3 or 4 times a year. I could end up catching him on the right path.
Awesome. Next question. If you're going to a truck show that offers drag racing or truck and tractor pulls, which one do you prefer?
Probably drag racing.
Awesome. Interesting concept.
Are you a lifted or lowered fan?
Slammed. Everything has to be slammed.
He has completely redeemed himself.
Well, maybe.
No, sir.
No, nothing needs to be raised.
Perfect. Well, I got one more question here before we go into some rapid fire questions. I'll let Chad handle the rapid fire here. But if you could do a bucket list road trip, where would you go and what would you drive?
Oof, that's good.
Well, I would definitely rent me an Escalade V because we're going to have to get through it all fast, and I got like 5 kids in tow. But I don't know if I'd start out at Kansas City, but I'd make a loop and hit up north through Yosemite and Mount Rushmore and come down through California and hit that Pacific coast and head back out through the desert. Just a big loop from Kansas City all the way around. Come up through Utah, cross I-70 there from Mesquite, Nevada over there to Denver's that's worth a road trip just to do.
I was gonna say you're gonna hit a lot of scenery on a loop like that, which is pretty epic. A lot of that's all the national parks and stuff. That's why they're national parks.
Yeah, you're going to hit all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Okay, here we go. We're going to wrap it up with some rapid fire. Answer quick. Reefer or dry van?
Reefer.
Flatbed or step deck?
Flatbed.
Tanker or bulk pneumatic?
Tank.
Low boy or double drop?
Double drop.
Transfer or hay doubles?
Hay doubles.
Car hauler or livestock?
Livestock.
Boom. That's it.
There you go. That's the 27 questions with Cody, I think.
Hey, I think we're getting close to on our time. Anything else you need to fill us in, Cody? What else you got for us?
Man, no, I'm just super thankful and excited for you guys having me on. It means a lot to be on the first show, let alone any show with you guys. You guys are so well respected and icons of this industry for you to call and invite me on this. Very honored. I thank you for that privilege. And this shop's going to grow. Trick Pony Customs is going to grow. If you're in the Kansas City metro area or just swinging by, make sure you stop in and see what we got going on. the built loud, built right's our slogan. I've always got the radio on just about as loud as it could possibly go, and you will not find anything come out of this shop that's not right. I mean, I take a lot of pride in it's me and my sons, my wife, family owned business, and it we're gonna do some really cool things here. But I'm forever grateful, really, for you guys and John for putting this on. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties earlier on in this, but greatly appreciated.
Well, I know Steve just met you in Atlanta. You and I go back a long ways, and love you like a brother. We've been through a lot, and no, there's Steve and I when we were kind of throwing a list together, and we both said Cody needs to be there. You're up and coming. You're putting that new shop together. We wanted to get you in front of everybody first.
For sure. Speaking of that, obviously social media is like king these days. So where can everybody find you?
So on Facebook and YouTube, we're on there with Trick Pony Customs. And then on Instagram, TikTok, you can find me at Cam McCandless. And then on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, Cody McCandless, you can find me there too. And stay in touch, reach out however we can.
Awesome. Excellent.
Good deal.
Yeah. You got any more questions for him, Chad?
No, I think everything's good.
All right.
Cody's just a good dude, and he's just full of talent. It's incredible.
Cody is great. I like Cody.
Yep.
Time. That's why he's here.
Yeah, we'll forego all the other answers that he said, but we'll
let the Ford slide. We'll let it slide this time. But next time it better be different answer.
Yes. Hey, we appreciate you, Cody. Thank you.
Good job, Cody. You came through like a champ, and my congratulations, man. I wish you nothing but the best, and make it happen, brother. Keep on trucking, keep punching.
Oh, well, thank you, John. I appreciate you doing this with us.
Yeah, absolutely. First one's down, fellas, and in the books. So congratulations.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Steve Mitchell.
Yeah, and thank you, Chad and John and Cody and whoever else is watching out there. And appreciate you staying with us. And if you made it this far, we're almost 59 minutes in. That's pretty impressive right there.
So in the last minute, please continue to follow, watch out. We have an incredible list of people who we have slated to be on the show. It's going to be a cool show that really nobody else has done or is doing. So
yeah, I think we're gonna have some cool people, some pretty significant names in the industry. I think so, and I mean we're pretty lined up for quite some time, I think. So
yeah, it'll be cool.
There'll be plenty to see.
Absolutely.
Good deal.
Thanks, John. Thanks, Cody.
Awesome. I'm gonna dovetail in on your closing sentiments. It's up to us to take over our network and make it work and to get it out there. So the way that social media works and the algorithms that are out there, it's all about sharing, guys, and we need the activity in the industry between these people like we have on the show today. Your host, the guests, myself, 10-4 Magazine, all of us. It's about us taking back the network and being able to get our messages out there. And the only way that's going to happen is if you guys participate. And I mean, everybody in any little way can start that trigger and make that river flow. So let's do it. Let's build this together, y'all. Randy, great having you on the show, man. That was good to see you, and I loved your questions. Takeover Trucking 2026. I love it. Congrats to Randy and JNL and the Never Satisfied Builds. You guys have some awesome stuff going on over there. Very, very well to be very, very proud of you guys. Very well done. Very well. And the display this year at Matt's, what a great deal. You guys just knocked it out. So good job all the way around. All right, y'all. Chad, Steve, you guys close it. I'm gonna shut it off once you say goodbye.
All right. Well, thanks for sticking with us here. We're gonna do this. We're shooting for every Thursday. Same time as today, 4 p.m. Pacific time. I think that makes it 7 p.m. On the East Coast.
East Coast, yeah.
So that's what we're shooting for. Hopefully we'll get better at this here and be a lot more entertaining.
From high atop the Pickett Chrome shop on the 12th floor of the heat box.
In
We'll
the
call-
hot
we'll
seat,
just-
man.
We'll just call this the DJ booth up here or something.
Yeah, we're definitely in the hot box, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So all right, guys.
All right. Have a good night.
We'll see you guys next Thursday.
Right on.
Thanks,
See ya.
guys.
Thank you.